Hola familia, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming back to Alive with Lenny. I am Lenny, your hostess, and today we're going to be discussing why should we become unbothered and how to become unbothered. I'm going to give you 3 points, and the last one is super duper important, and I think everyone should apply it whether they want to become unbothered or not. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, this is your chance. Go ahead and subscribe while you're watching. So let's get down to business. Unbothered. If you have read the 48 Laws of Power, which I totally recommend, go ahead and read it after the video, of course, or listen to it. It's so easy nowadays, right? You will notice that the closer you are to something, the more responsible you become. And when you become more responsible, you are accountable for it. Why do you want to be accountable for everything? No, become unbothered. Step back. And also, if you are emotionally involved, like if you're too close up to this person or situation and you get emotionally involved, it is to your detriment because it's actually using your energy. So you're spending energy on things that may not even be that transcendental. Transcendental. There you go. So, what do you do? First off, have standards. And some people call this boundaries, but boundaries sound like you have a wall, like you're locking yourself into this fortress. And that is one of the points in that book, in the 48 Laws of Power. Do not lock yourself in because that may become your cage instead of your castle. It may turn into your prison because you're locked in because you wanted to protect yourself. So don't lock yourself in. Just have a velvet rope around yourself and around your things and the things that you hold dear to you. So it's like having a like an entry level, like you need to be at this entry level in order to be around you. For instance, for me, you have to be at a certain level in your energy in order for me to have a conversation with you. So how does that look in real life? If I if I see you and you're very agitated for whatever reason and I judge that I cannot deal with your energy at that moment, I will excuse myself and I will leave. I will not have a conversation with you. Or I'll just say hi and mingle and pretend that I'm listening while I plan my escape. That's basically how you have a velvet rope around yourself. And that can look very differently. Like you can apply that however you want. But the thing is that, for example, if someone's going to hire you, they're not going to hire you just because you wanted to be hired. You are going to have certain abilities, certain qualities. You're going to need to prove that you are equipped and that you're capable of doing this job. So the same thing, if someone is going to be in your space, they need to be pruned off, like they need to be meeting these standards. That's number one. Number two, priorities. Priorities, ladies. What are your priorities? And this, of course, will depend on what you want to achieve, but what is most important for you? So the question to ask yourself is, how is this serving me? How do I profit from this? So when I'm talking about profit, not necessarily it's economic profit, but yeah, that is involved. But you can ask yourself energetically, how does this situation profit me energetically? Like if I need to be upbeat and I need to be positive for my next encounter with whoever business deal that I have to make, and you or the situation that I'm encountering right now is depleting me, is that to my benefit? Is that profiting me? Absolutely not. Or if I need to show up in a certain way and you are texting me or calling me right before and I feel that I'm not going to be able to give my best because of this, then I might opt to prioritize, right? What are my priorities? Or you can think of it in relationship. If this person is one of your most important people, like the essential people in your life, and they're having an issue, maybe you will want to, cut down on the nonchalant attitude and not be so unbothered, because this is a relationship that you want to have. So that is your priority, your relationship with that person. Or economically, is this benefiting me economically? Like, is this putting money into my account, or is it depleting my bank account? So, profit. Am I profiting from this? If not, act unbothered. Just let it be. Let it flow. And the last but most important one, you need to have a goal. You need to be goal oriented. And this is so important, because if you do not have a goal, then you're going to be sticking your nose into people's businesses. You should be having a business. You should be having projects. You should be having so many things. And when I say project or a business, I don't mean like become an entrepreneur. I'm talking about you, yourself. You are your most important project. Everything that has to do with you in your life comes from you. You are birthing those things. You are putting your knowledge, you're putting your abilities, you're putting everything into it. So how can you better yourself? That is a project. Or work on your patience. That's a project. Work on your knowledge about who knows what. That is another project. You have a lot of things to do. And then when these people come with their gossip or their emergencies, you're going to pay the necessary attention and then turn around and just forget it. Why? Because you have so many other things to think of. You have a goal. So have goals. Have a business. Mind your business. Do not mind other people's business. And I think this is the biggest thing. You have your own to-do list. Focus on it. Do not try to be overkind or over collaborative, over cooperative, as if people are not able to do their own thing. People have always done their own thing. They are capable. Just like you're capable, they're also capable. So back to the point, have your business and mind your business. So those are my 3 points for becoming unbothered. First off, you need to have standards, have a velvet rope around you. Number 2, have priorities. Have your priorities in place, clearly defined. And number 3, you need to have a goal. You need to be very specific on what it is that you want from this circumstance, from this person, from yourself. And do not expect less. I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to check me out. I am posting a video every week. Go ahead and share it with your friends, and I'll be reading your comments down below. Awesome afternoon. Bye bye.